Hello, hello, hello. Where do I do that? It's kind of windy, so we'll go as long as we can outside. Another gorgeous day. But if it gets too much, y'all just tell me, all right? Lots to talk about today. Lot to talk about. So let me know when you're all in here. I was gonna do it inside, but my son has stayed home again today. He's on the tail end of his cold, so. But right now I'm just talking to myself probably. I'm a little bit early, so. But we are going to go outside as long as we can until the wind gets to be too much for y'all. Nothing worse than a windy microphone. Hey, unpopular opinion. Is the wind bad for you? Can you hear it really bad? We got a lot to cover today. A lot. So I just want to make sure it's not too windy, because if it is, I'll go upstairs. And if you hear something in the background, it's my AC. Okay, perfect. All right. Hey, Luann. We're going to dive into this quickly because I want to talk about a lot. So, TGIF, guys, happy Friday. Sun is shining. It has been a week of pure, glorious sun here in New York, and it does not happen often. I would love a summer like this, but we're supposed to get a lot of rain Monday, so I think that is going to end. But anyways, this will probably be. Oh, hey, Charlie. Hey, Mod Squad. I made my husband put it in last night, like 9 o'clock. He went fishing and he came home because I cannot sleep in heat. I cannot do it. So I was like, can you please put it in? Or like, I'm going to, you know what's going to happen. I'm not going to be able to sleep, and it's going to be miserable for both of us. So he put them all in. But I do miss Texas when we had central air. Here we got to do the old, hey, Diana. Hey, Mrs. Colombo. The old pop them in the window. But, happy Friday the 13th. So listen, this is probably gonna be my last true crime. My husband has taken me to New York City, which is about 4 hours away, and two of my kids, the third oldest, doesn't want to go. So he's staying with a friend. But for my birthday, which isn't till next Wednesday, but it's my 40th. So I didn't really want to spend the money, but he is like, it's your 40th once. But anyways, all right. So, oh, Charlie. That's rough. Okay, so no updates really on the Vicky White case, other than that we know her um, funeral is tomorrow. We can see the obituary on my page, community page. Don't forget to hit the like. My PayPal, all that stuff is at the top. So here we go. What this case is really is I'm really passionate about. So I'm gonna make you guys pop away from the Vicky White case for a second in your heads, and we're going to talk about Brittany Drexel. So Brittany Drexel case is super close to my heart, given that she lives about 20 minutes from where I do. 20 minutes, 30 minutes from oh yes, Diana, I might actually take you guys to New York, though. I might like stream some stuff from Central Park just for fun. But anyways, Brittany Drexel was a 17-year-old girl about 20 minutes from where I live. So let's take a turn now from Vicky White and let's go into Brittany, and let's follow this for a few days, because there's some huge breaking news. I do know that they have just confirmed that the sheriff's office will be not the sheriff's office, the FBI will be holding a press conference on Monday. This could be huge for the family. My heart absolutely breaks. I have spoken to the family before, but never on a, once it was, not on a personal, like, hey, we're going to be best friends. Hey, LFT, LTF, LFT is an L, but Alicia. Hi, Alicia. So I just ask that you go with me and transfer from Vicky White, who there's really no updates on right now other than her funeral's tomorrow, and let's dive into Brittany Drexel a little bit. Brittany Drexel was a 17-year-old girl who disappeared in 2009. Her poor parents have been through the absolute ringer with this case. Her mom actually relocated herself to Myrtle Beach shortly after Brittany's disappearance. to basically just tackle finding Brittany. They do know, obviously, at this point, the odds of Brittany being alive, they're quite certain she's dead. Now it's a matter of just finding her. So let me go over what we know. I have 2 pages of notes here that I've gone over in the last day, and I'm going to hit you all with them. So let's start with the Brittany's parents, right? So you guys got to follow along because we got to follow this timeline together, okay? Because we're going to deep dive into it. Brittany's parents, her dad was in the military. They live in Gates. They get divorced. I can't remember when. Puts Brittany into like this bad depression, but she's still very close to her dad, lives with her mom. All right. Fast forward to April of 2009. Brittany, as a 17-year-old girl, comes to her mom and asks her mom if she can go to Myrtle Beach with her boyfriend and some friends. Her mom tells Brittany, absolutely not. I don't know the group of friends you're going with. You cannot go. Okay. This sends Brittany into, obviously, a teenager. 1 second, please. This sends Brittany into a teenage meltdown, as normally when our parents say no. Fast forward to, they fight this whole month, at least it fights all month. Finally, on April 22nd, Brittany comes to her mom in 2009, says to her mom, Mom, can I go to a friend's house to calm down for a couple days? As a mom, first of all, no mom blaming, because her mom handled it probably as I would have. 1, she said no, okay? And 2, she did let her come down. When you fought with your kid, your 17-year-old, for days on end, and okay, let her calm down. They agreed that, like, she knew the friend's parents. She knew where she was going to be. You know, let's take a couple days where you don't speak. Hey, I mean, that sounds like a pretty reasonable thing as long as she knew where she was going. Now we fast forward to April 25th. Brittany reaches out to her mom in the afternoon and says she's at the beach. Her mom thinks, okay, no big deal. It's 83 degrees in Rochester. Believe it or not, Lake Ontario, we do have a beach. Brittany frequent in there. So Brittany's mom figures, okay, her name's Dawn. Her dad's name is Chad. Dawn thinks, all right, well, she's at the beach, Lake Ontario, on the shoreline. Great. Chilling out, all that kind of stuff. All right, so here we follow the timeline up until now, right? What Brittany did not tell her mother is she was at a beach, in fact. However, she was in Myrtle Beach. She had left 3 days. She had left April 22nd from her mother's and never went to the friend's house. Instead, she went with a group of friends, the original group of friends, to Myrtle Beach. However, her boyfriend did not go because, in my opinion, he probably stayed back because he knew he was going to die. So he stayed back. So she goes with this group of friends that she doesn't really even know that well, and her mom doesn't know. April 25th, they're staying at the Bay Harbor, okay? Or April, I believe it was a Bay Harbor, yeah. Yes. April 25th, 8 o'clock. Brittany leaves. Let me get my notes up here, y'all. Brittany leaves her group of friends at the Bay Harbor Hotel to walk down South Ocean Boulevard to visit what she claims is a longtime friend at the Blue Water Resort. Now, just a quick, if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach and you've been down Ocean Boulevard, you would know that if, as a mother, oh my gosh, her mom, if she would have known that, would have had, like, that is never a place down Ocean Boulevard in Myrtle Beach that any 17-year-old gorgeous, any 17-year-old baby should be walking by herself. So she leaves to go to the Blue Water Resort. It is very sad to me because 2 years before that, I actually stayed at Blue Water Resort. So I was like, oh man, like, it just, it hits home given that she, it's just like, I didn't stay there when she was there, but it was just the fact that I know exactly where she was. I wasn't the last known video footage. Yes. So LTF, the last footage now at 8:45, she was captured. So 8:15, she's captured entering the Blue Water Resort. Okay. Security footage has her of that. Walking in. 8:45, she leaves the Blue Water Resort. At 9:15, April 25th. This is all April 25th. If anybody misses anything and you're not following, make sure you tell me, all right? Because I want to correct. Oh, okay, Alicia. Sorry, I keep why I keep calling you LTF, Alicia. So, I want to make sure we follow this, okay? Because now you're going to invest with me, given that the press conference is coming and we're about to have some big breaks, I think. So 8:45, 9. Okay, so 8:45 she leaves. 9:15 she starts texting back and forth with her boyfriend. Nothing of substantial, whatever. Her boyfriend actually sounds like a pretty solid guy. So shortly after then, yes, April 25th, 2009. I know, right? Can you imagine this baby walking in the dark or close to dark? No, dark probably, by herself. Oh, down Ocean Boulevard. Shortly after 9:15, the text messages abruptly stop. The last person to see Brittany was a 20-year-old nightclub promoter that she knew from the Rochester area, Peter Brozowitz, Brozowitz, and the men sharing a room with her. Excuse me. Now, I know a nightclub promoter, and I'm not saying anything bad, but that is not a crowd I would want my 17-year-old hanging out with, if that makes sense. Last person to see her. After that, nothing. Her boyfriend frantically continues to try to call, nothing. Her boyfriend then calls her friends she went with. None of them have seen her. Y'all, time out here. If you're 17, you're 8:45, she leaves. 9:45, text the boyfriend. Not, yep. Other way around, Brittany. 9:15. Alicia, oh my gosh. Yeah. 8:45, yep, you're right. Okay. If your kids have friends that are just gonna leave them, let them walk alone, get a new group of friends. But anyways, I get they're 17-year-old kids. So all of this stops. That's the last she's seen. Her boyfriend's freaking out. Her boyfriend calls all the friends, gets nothing. Finally, close to morning and middle of the night, her boyfriend reaches out to her mom, knowing like, hey, something's wrong. Her parents immediately call the police. Again, we cannot blame these parents whatsoever. And first of all, no matter what case, I think we can always say what we would have done. But I think the parents probably did everything I would have done. You can't say it was a lack of parenting. So they call the police start searching. The phone pings 50 to 60 miles south of Myrtle Beach near the Georgetown-Charleston County line, and then abruptly stops on April 26th, on the morning of April 26th. Yeah, Diana, yep. So no pings, just all of a sudden her cell phone excuse me. He's so bored. Okay, so all that happens, nothing happens. Her mother moves shortly after to. I know, Alicia, I know. And really quick, guys, this is a true crime case like no other true crime case. So Amber, if you're still in chat, can you put a big trigger thing, because this gets pretty bad. Yeah, Alicia. So I just yeah. Her mother moves down there, bless her heart. They go on Dr. Phil. Her mother, they interview Borowitz, or whatever his name is, who claims he has no recollection. This is the last time they saw him. They searched her room that she was in. They saw all of her clothes and everything. The only thing that was missing was her purse and her cell phone, which pretty standard. So they don't arrest this guy. They say, but however, they say that there is. Yeah, I don't know how to pin that. There we go. I think I pinned it. There we go. They don't charge this guy. However, they say no one's ruled out. Her parents are devastated. I mean, watch the press conferences. If, as a mother and parents, if you make it out of there without crying, God bless you. Um, 1 second. So her mother moves there. They search every area that they could possibly think of around the beach where she might be, Georgetown, no leads, right? So all of this happens. Now we fast forward to 2016, guys. 2016. I'm like, that is 7 years of nothing for these babies. For this baby. Hundreds of tips, obviously. You know, everybody and their brother tips. Alicia, can you remind me, did they end up catching her on tape on security in the store? I feel like I do remember something about it. I didn't see that. I know for sure confirmed at the hotel, but I can't remember if I feel like now that I remember a sighting of her in a store that night. Fast forward to 2016, and we've got a guy by the name of Taquan Brown. All right. He claims he is in prison, of course. He claims that he went to a stash house in Georgetown where Timothy Taylor and his father, Sean Taylor, well, had a stash house. So Timothy is in jail at this point already for various crimes. Taquan claims that he went to the stash house on April 26th to pay Sean Taylor, Timothy, trigger warning, guys, this is where it gets bad, to pay Sean Taylor for his stash. He says as he's walking through their house, he sees Timothy Taylor. Thanks, Alicia. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. If you could help me, find that would be great, because I'm almost positive you're right on that. Claims that he sees Taylor assaulting Brittany. He then claims that Brittany runs and escapes the house. He claims Timothy Taylor, not Sean, then catches up to Brittany, where he takes her back inside, even though Taquan is outside. 1 second, I'm going to let my son go back inside. Sorry, guys, I don't like to. Amber, once you get involved in this, brace yourself. It is it is one that needs to be talked about more right now. So Taquan Brown says he sees Timothy bringing her back inside, and he hears 2 shots go off. He then says that he sees them drag her out in a wrap of some sort and take her to an alligator pond where she's eaten by alligators. Sorry, y'all. This is a tough case as a mom. Alicia, everybody in here that has any kid or has an ounce of compassion. Whew. All right. Fast forward. Taylor denies, right? Brown since then changes stories a little bit. And there becomes this whole, which we're going to dig into a little bit more, becomes this whole thing because Brown, there's some craziness that goes on with Timothy. Timothy ends up basically being sentenced at some point to 391 days in jail. And there's some sort of double jeopardy thing out there. I don't know. I got to dig into that part now, but I just wanted to focus on Brittany and the actual case today. Fast forward to 2019. Well, hold on a second. So in 2016, then, the FBI has a conference when Taquan, hey, LFT, hey, unpopular opinion. I know unpopular opinion. I just feel like it's so important that we start talking about these type of things more because it is so bad right now. 2016, the FBI holds a press conference with her parents and says that they are believed now, and hey, Salem, hey, Tia, that Drexel was in fact shot by Taylor, trafficked, murdered shortly. Trigger warning, guys. I'm so sorry. Murdered short. I guess you guys know this is true crime. Murdered shortly after her abduction and disposed to the alligators. Ugh. Okay. So this is what her parents believe. They're still, wanting to search for her, blah, 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 blah. Her mom, I tell you, they have fought. Her dad, they have fought. They've never stopped investigating. I know, Tia, if you can with me, we are still invested in Vicky, but while the updates are on hold on this, and given her family is 20 minutes from my house, I'm really focused now on trying to unravel this. Exactly, Alicia. Exactly. Thanks for understanding. 2019, Taquan Brown comes back out and says, wait, I messed up my story, right? Taquan Brown's the one that told them that Tim Taylor did this. Says, I messed up my story. I actually saw Drexel 4 times until April 27th. And then I came back, and the last time I saw Drexel was in May of 2009. So now we went from having Drexel murdered and disposed on April 26th to actually being seen in May. Okay, that's pretty big. Taylor comes back and says, nah, that's not true. The only involvement I had or knew about was I heard 2 people arguing, hey, Cotton Candy, arguing over Brittany's phone. Can y'all take a minute as a mom and or as a human and picture being this mother? I could not. They've never stopped fighting, but this is why I feel so passionate about her, though, is I know her family has fought so hard, and I just feel like they need people talking. We need to be talking about this. So Brown completely changes that part of the story. And so then police are like, okay, this just got crazy again. So fast forward to now, and at this point, somewhere in this line, it has not been revealed yet. I think it will be revealed Monday in the press conference, is that there's also a whole nother person of interest in this case. He goes by the name of Raymond Moody. If you haven't seen my video, y'all, go to my 30-second video outside of this later. You'll see a picture of him. The guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. But you'll also see a picture of Timothy Taylor. So he says this whole time Raymond, they couldn't pin it on him, but he's become now a person of interest as well. The back history on Raymond Moody was arrested for the abduction and the sexual assault of a 9-year-old girl in California in 1983. Raymond spent 21 years incarcerated after that, registered, then moves himself to South Carolina. Just shake my head. Hey, Gizmo. All right. Since then, he has, Alicia, I know. Are you just like, So since then, he has been accused of several assaults and whatnot since then. How the guy has remained out of prison, dear Lord, I have no idea. No idea. Well, recently, it's uncovered that Raymond was arrested for obstruction of justice on April 25th, 2009. The date Brittany Drexel went missing. Now, I don't know. They have not said what he has been arrested yet for an obstruction of justice. They are going to reveal that in Monday's press conference. They have said that they aren't going to tell us yet if there's a connection to the Brittany case. Now, Brittany's dad, Chad, has posted several times that there are breaks in this case. The investigation is very active right now. Hey, NT's Apple Boom. I saw one of your posts in a response to a community post, and I just want to say I agree. But anyways, her dad has pumped up his posts, and I'll also put her dad's Twitter and stuff on there so you can be following, and maybe like the Facebook page. So something big is coming. All of a sudden, we find that police, after coming out with this about Raymond Moody, are searching a wooded area in Georgetown. If you know South Carolina, when we used to play softball there when I was in high school, we'd go down there and play softball for spring break. We'd play it in Georgetown. It's really not like a booming city, but they're searching. They have backhoes and everything like that, searching a property in Georgetown, South Carolina. Remember, the last place her phone pinged was Georgetown, Charleston County line. Well, yesterday or the day before, I got to double check that, they find human remains. They have not said yet. They sent it away to be identified. We're talking, 13 years though, you all. I mean, it's going to take a second to identify the body. And that's where we're at. They have, in fact, found human remains. They announced the Raymond Moody thing last week, or this week. Started suddenly searching this property. Brittany's dad says there's a huge break in the investigation. They found the human remains. They've sent it away. My guess, hey, Irvin, my guess, hope you're good too. My guess is, y'all, it's her. There is a press conference. The police and the FBI have put all of their stuff. I want to make sure he wasn't listening. Have put all of their stuff together, and they said they are now prepared to issue a conference on Monday. So I think, hey, Joanne, I don't know about you all, but I think something big is coming. Lord have mercy. I pray that her parents get this closure. We know, I think it's safe to say, y'all, she's not alive. In my mind, I don't know, guys. So who are you guys? So NTs, we are getting a little bit invested in the Brittany Drexel case. Just to kind of recap, her family lives about 20 minutes from where I do. Got really invested. It's been she's been missing for 13 years. Big breaks happened this week. Hey, Shay. That was oh, wait, Alicia just found it. Okay. Georgetown, South Carolina. Raymond Moody was living at a motel an hour from the Myrtle Beach strip where was last seen. Okay. Y'all see what Alicia said. So Raymond Moody was living in a hotel an hour from where Brittany Drexel was last seen. Okay. The question at hand is, I've been listening. This is horrific. A mother you can't. Exactly, Solo. Well, Joanne, we're not sure yet. Joanne, there's been some big breaks in the case. I feel like I'm on breaking news the way I talk. They have come out with a suspect, a person of interest. However, it seems to be more like they've narrowed it down to, and they have searched a wooded area in Georgetown where her phone was last pinged, and they have said that they have found human remains. However, obviously it's been 13 years, so they sent the human remains off to be identified. The FBI has now said that they will issue a press conference to answer questions and come out with details on Monday. I will 100% be streaming that press conference. Raymond Moody should have never seen the light of day again. As a mother, again, I can't say I would have done any different. So here's my question for y'all. Let's dialogue this a little bit. Do you think that she was trafficked to Moody and Taylor has anything to do with it? Or do you think Moody took her? Because let's remember, Moody was also arrested was arrested on obstruction of justice, I think on the 26th. Which they haven't said yet what that was for. Hey, Life in the Red Kim. I would love for you to kind of look at this case too, if you would, and just look into it. Obviously, I know you've got your own stuff going on, but the Brittany Drexel case, given you are close to New York as well. Yeah, it's so Monday we will know, I would assume, what the obstruction of justice case that he was arrested on, and I think we will also know if her remains have been identified. Do you guys think that she was trafficked, or do you think that Moody took her right away? I'm just curious. I mean, I think it's safe to say she's not alive. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if I want it to be that she was, I can't imagine her fear. Yeah, Alicia, that's the thing. He should have never seen the light of day. Guys, I'm sorry, but we got to do better. Like, not we personally. Well, yes, we too personally, but the laws. The man assaulted and abducted a 9-year-old girl. Okay, this was 1983. He got 21 years. 21 years. He should be, like, gone for ever. And I know that's not the way it works, and I get all of that, but come on. How old was she when she, I know, right? It's such a bad thought. I know life in the red can, as terrible as it is for parent. Exactly, Solo. In tease, she was 17 and on a trip to Myrtle Beach that her mother did not know about. Her mother did everything I would have done. She said no when she asked her. She let Brittany go to a friend's who she knew the family very well to calm down for a couple days. Brittany told her mom the day she disappeared that she was at the, because her mom said, I'll give you a couple days and then you need to check in. Her mom said, she called her mom, and her mom told her mom she was at the beach. Well, like New Jersey, New York does have a beach, Lake Ontario, and that's where, when you say in New York State, you're going to the beach. Like in New York, upstate New York, you know, like we're not really going to the ocean. We're going to the shoreline of Lake Ontario. Her boyfriend, you know, thank God for him. He called her mom when he couldn't reach her. And that's when it started. Her mom, bless her heart, moved all the way to Myrtle Beach, uprooted everything in order to search for her. And yeah, exactly, life in the red, Kim. I just want her mom to know either way and to know the truth. I mean, this Taquan Brown, who came forward with Taylor, has changed his story so many times. Taylor, because of some legal thing, ended up with 319 days in jail. Like, what her parents have gone through, I can't imagine. But I want them to know, because I go through so many emotions with this case, because picturing her in fear. But if I could say anything to these teens, is they think they're invincible. I know it's 2009, but my kids are the same way. They think they're invincible, and they're not. That baby, like I said, anyone who's gone to Myrtle Beach or any beach down, oh, LFT, please do, because there's a huge press conference coming Monday on it, knows that, a girl, a 17-year-old blonde-headed, beautiful child should never walk down Ocean Boulevard by herself at 8:45 or 8 o'clock at night. Oh, you know that. And as a mom, can you imagine what she's gone through the past? Hold on one second. Let my kids go inside. Hi. Why don't I go inside and do it? Because your brother's in there. They do a risk assessment on. Oh, really, Alicia? Okay. Hi, baby.
It's so hot.
It's 80 degrees.
We need to go in the winter time.
Well, shut the door and turn on the AC. Oh my goodness. And I bet her, thanks for telling me that, Alicia. I would love your help on that any way you can. I bet her mom second guesses what she, you know, how she handled it every single day. So as a mom, I mean, we've all been there where we've second guessed our decisions as a parent and how we've handled things. But I also know that for a 13-year-old, I can't imagine when a 17-year-old gets mad, you know, there's days of fighting. And so you can't, her mom did what she could. But either way, yeah, I just hope they get closure and can find out what truly happened. I don't know why Raymond Moody, hey, allegedly with Brittany, hey, Britt, why Moody wasn't in prison yet for the 2004, 2008, unless they didn't have enough evidence to put him there. Right from there, oh my God, Parker, I love his hair. Oh, yeah, they have, hey, Jen, they have very curly hair. Hey, not your mama. I love all your support. Thank you. Yeah, I'm calling all creators, anybody who helped cover this on Monday, just to talk about it. And the reason I'm so passionate about it, and no one has to donate anything, but the reason I'm so passionate about it is because it's such a big issue right now, the trafficking, and for her parents, I want to talk about it. I just want to talk about it. Yeah, both my kids, my two older, are constantly called twins, but they're not, but they have super, super curly blonde hair. And my youngest has about straight hair and brown. It's really weird. Yeah, so anybody that wants to look up Brittany and maybe just, talk about her Monday, let's just think of her parents. As a mom, I want to reparate my kids. I know. The problem is this was 2009, y'all, and it's gotten worse. Like, this woman this baby disappeared, and 17 is a baby. I don't care how you slice it. I'm almost 40. 30 is a baby to me, but I feel like it's gotten worse. Thank you, Britt. Thank you very much. Yeah, Brittany, look up Brittany Drexel. Diane, I didn't see what you said. Trafficking it. Yeah, I know. It's so bad. So it's only gotten worse. And I don't know how to stop it. And I think the only way to stop it is to talk about it more. That's all I can think of. Her dad seemed very encouraged that it was going to be, that it was progressing, and it was going to be. So my guess is probably that Raymond came forward and said, I don't know if he cut a deal with them or something, or, Timothy Taylor claims that he overheard two people fighting over her phone. But hey, Rena. Yeah, exactly, Solo. But at the same time, like, her phone stopped pinging April 26th. So I don't know what to think, guys. I don't know what to think. What are your thoughts? I'm curious. I can't. I know, right? Yeah, he hates it when I touch his hair. And he always wants it to leave it long. I think it's because the girls like to secretly touch it. And assault. I know, Jen Sharp. I know. Yes, if anybody will help, just get this word out Monday. I just really want, I don't know. I just really want to talk about this case. Yes, rebellious. My guess is that they will, I know, Amber. My guess is that they will come forward with who the remains are Monday. I'm hopeful. Given that it sounded like the FBI was really trying to make that they were taking that deep breath, like I said, the sheriff should have with Vicky White, and really making sure that all their I's were dotted and T's were crossed, and getting them ready to, basically say, all right, here's what we've got. But yeah, that is the rumor mill, that she was held for multiple days. But they've been so tight-lipped about, like, they've said he was arrested, this Raymond Moody, for obstruction of justice the day that Brittany disappeared. But the thing is then if he did something to her, then that would have been a really short time frame. I doubt she was held. But the fact that this one day, I want to get back to research no, Rena, take your time, girl. She was doing exactly, Jen Sharp, exactly. And I was saying that, Jen, I was like, I cannot say as a mom, I think her mom handled it. I hope people have told her, handled it like I would have. She was ripping out her hair because she said no to Brittany. No, you're not going with a group of kids I don't know to Myrtle Beach on spring break. And like you said, a kid thinks she's invincible, so she takes off and walks herself down Ocean Boulevard. The only other thing I can think about is if Moody sold her. I don't know. Inty's Apple Bloom, I can post a couple articles on my community page. It's pretty much everywhere right now as far as online because of the because of the breaking news, and but they are keeping everything with Raymond Moody very tight-lipped. Alicia did say and confirmed for me that she was spotted that night in a camera at a store. And I remember that now. Alicia knows quite a bit about this. So it's sad you have to. Yeah, Kim, I need to make an apology to you. And I'm going to do this publicly right now. And I'm going to get hate mail probably for my opinion and ever that information that was revealed. After having information revealed about me in such a personal way and feeling so violated, like, because I didn't get to tell my story first before it was launched out to the public. I am sorry that you had to go through that, and I am sorry that I ever condoned that. So I ask that you would forgive me for that, because I don't care, y'all, how much somebody doesn't like somebody anymore online. We've got to stop taking people's stories from them. Everybody, I mean, every creator, even if I don't like the creator, I don't think that we should keep taking people's stories from them. It only will continue to get worse until people start saying something. If they say so. Exactly, Alicia. Yes. Look at me. I'm like a preacher right now. So my apologies to you, Kim, and I'm doing that publicly because I partook in it publicly. And I talked to Amber about this, my mod, Amber, who I talk to all the time. She's amazing. She does no drama, like, at all. We've got to stop taking people's stories. Exactly, Rena. Exactly. Inty's Apple. We're stealing people's personal stories, and there is such a violation feeling in that when you wake up and something so personal or a mistake you've made is thrown out there for everyone to see, and you don't even get a chance to tell your story. It's awful. So, yeah. So, guilty by association. Thank you, Amber. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. I told you, that's just how I'm going to roll now. You can like it or you can't. I'm not having alliances. I am owning my stuff, and then, it made me really look hard on it when I had that. Yeah, Diana, thanks. And I'm just going to agree, Parker. I think she will. She's been super, compassionate and kind and graceful to me so far. Yeah, Diana, it's not worth reacting when somebody reveals your story. Like, it is what it is. They've already done it, right? So the bigger point is to, oh, I'm doing great, Sherry, thank you. Hey, Robin, is to just own it and move on. But I don't know. When I had that revealed, it really made me step back and go, holy cow. She's in here somewhere. She was here. Why, that's really awful to do to somebody. So, hey, Boston. And, it's across the board. Everyone's taking people's own personal stories, and it's violating, in my opinion. But so anyways, Alicia, yes. Thanks, Natalie X. And if y'all didn't know this, really quick, Brittany J has gotten her channel back. I am impressed with how fast YouTube worked to realize that, she didn't do anything bad. So she's going to be live and doing her lives on that channel, not her second channel. Thanks, Life in the Red, Kim. Yeah, Life in the Red, Kim. Now I have my bubbles back, my crafted. Yeah. People need to stop tearing. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And if it's about money, like I don't really just stay out of my business, I'll stay out of yours, you know? Subs and everybody alike. Stop just turning on each other or liking people just because somebody else doesn't. You know, it's just I don't know. Did you read about 15-year-old girl who went missing at what? Robin, no, I didn't, but great because that hurts my heart even more because I used to live near there. That area is very exactly Punkette. Yeah, Alicia, I would love for you to work on this case with me and just I think the more creators that can come together to bring light to these type of situations, the better. I mean, we are like a community. We should be a community as a whole. Jen Sharp's another one. I've tore her down for no reason. And she's been supportive, and I appreciate that, Jen. No, I will look at that Dallas Mavericks thing. Jen Sharp, I know. But y'all, so that's what we know about Brittany. I encourage everybody to look into it. Big press conference. I will stream it on Monday. Anybody that wants to stream me streaming it or stream it yourself. Feel free. Okay. I'm not in a competition for views. So the more we can talk about it, the more, thanks, Jen, the more awareness we get, right? That's kind of how we should view it. But I have been overwhelmed from me personally, y'all, and I have been overwhelmed with the amount of grace that I've been shown, and no one has come at me to hate bond at all. They've respected my stance on not doing that. No one has written to me and said, hey, can you panel up so I can, bash Natasha at first maybe, but they have known my stance and everyone has respected it, but everyone has been very supportive of me, and I appreciate that and the direction that I wanted to go for the channel. Yeah, exactly, Sandy. Let's not forget Vicky White, but right now I think, her family's just trying to lay her to rest tomorrow, and right now we'll dive a little bit into this. She was obsessed for weeks. Scary. It's really heavy. Yep, exactly, Jen. She went into the bathroom and never came back to her death. Oh my gosh, Robin. Oh, thanks, Jen. So, hey, y'all, have a good weekend. I might go live in the city this week. We'll see. City, New York, tomorrow. And you guys, my email is on my About page. If you find any info on this before I do. Thanks, Boston. I love you and Lana and everybody. You guys have been supportive from the start. Shoot me emails of information you have, and let's see how many, if we can get people to kind of band together and bring light to some of these cases. I think that would be, yeah, Jen Sharp sure is. I think that would be phenomenal if we can do that. Thanks, LFT. Will you listen to that? I just saw Tia's email and I'll email her back. Yep, I will, LFT. I will check them now. But I love you all. Have a great weekend. I'll be talking to you. Go Red Sox. Woo! Boston, they need all the help they can get right now, okay? And appreciate you guys and being willing to kind of look at this case with me because it's very dear to my heart. All right, guys. Talk to you later. How do I shut this off? Bye!